And we are live. Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
hello everybody.
Hi guys!
Woohoo!
And Danny's coming to us live from his bathroom, not from bathrobe, because he got in trouble. His wife said, "No, you're going out every Friday night with those two bimbos. We're done with you. Into the bathroom you go." So that's why Sheila said from his bathroom and not his bathrobe, in case anybody's wondering.
Yeah, he's in
No,
trouble.
nobody was wondering. Nobody even knew it.
Yes, they
Oh,
did.
my. Yeah, a couple of them noticed. Oh, it was funny.
Oh boy.
So
How's everybody?
I'm pretty good. I think I'm pretty good. I had a pretty good
Yeah.
day. I didn't have nothing at work at all. Everybody's home.
I'm pretty
And
good. I had a pretty good day.
I gotta take that down a little. There we go.
Oh.
No more.
There
No
it
more
is.
stereo.
And I
So
feel
how
pretty
was-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny? Do you work?
No,
Oh, that'd be nice.
I'm retired.
You lucky.
Nice.
Nina, I know you have a family and all that. I mean, I asking you if you work is but do you like go to a job?
I didn't hear
I
that.
did prior to COVID, but then I had my sciatica hit, and so I haven't been working since that.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately, it's been up and about. And I found out today that my niece has COVID, so send out prayers to my niece. And my sister and her husband are getting tested or have been tested today. So we're praying that, it comes back negative. And it is shocking because we talk about it, we read about it, it's in our peripheral all the time. But it's a different thing when it happens to your family. Like it's somebody you know, and you can't do anything. I can't fly there. I can't, you're just stuck. So it's a really kind of, it makes you realize like, oh my God, what people are going through, because it's not just the ones that are sick. It's all of us who are worried and stressed, and you can't do anything. Like legally, I'm not allowed to leave. If I go to somebody's house, I'm in trouble here in Alberta. We're in complete lockdown. So it's so hard because we can't do anything. It's just, it's disheartening,
I agree.
Not
This
to
is
bring
not
anybody
something
down, but
you can't rally. This is
No.
not something
No.
you can go rally around your family and support everybody.
No.
This is how's everything doing
Yeah.
via text. How insensitive is that? But we have
Right.
Yeah.
that's what we have left
Yeah.
to do is FaceTime and a text message. And you're right, we just can't rally around them. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't any family member, not yet, but my neighbor across the street who I've known for a long time, she got it, right? And she's 70 something.
Oof.
And it panicked me, and she's a daycare worker, and
Yeah.
what happened was that she came home, but when I went to go pick her up from the hospital, the nurse looked at me and she goes, "I had 2 patients today. One went to the ICU and this one's going home." And they were both the same age. She goes, "You have no idea which way one of them." Yeah. They keep on telling us like they have no idea which one's gonna make it and which one's not. This one's gonna make it because they have X, Y, and Z, and this one's not because this one has X, Y, and Z. This is still a Russian roulette kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
Yeah.
they are.
Well, it's hard. It's hard at any time.
Yeah.
It's hard at any time, but now that it's Christmas, it just feels it that much harsher.
Yeah.
And I mean, I lost my mom on the 19th of December, so that's happening tomorrow. And this year it's happening on the exact calendar date. So Friday is actually Friday. So there's this reliving it in a different way. So it's just, good God, grief. Come on, Christmas. Just happen and let's just get this done. It's just hard, right?
True.
I know I'm not the only one. There's so many people who lose people around Christmas time. It's the time of, heart attacks. It just is.
Today is my father's year anniversary of him passing today. But it's also the day that we impeach Trump.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, my father, it was time. That's the reason why I'm not, into it. because it was really time. He stuck around to every single one of his children, but one visited him in hospice, and then he went. But and it was time. So, but it was also on the same day Trump got impeached. My father was a hardcore Republican, so I'm glad that he did not get to witness that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyways, so onward, upwards, and onwards.
Yeah.
So we can just go. We can just kind of go happy Trump did. Yeah, let's get them all out. But you know, the thing about your family is they medically, especially in Canada, they have gone so far into making sure. I mean, they're not losing people like they were with COVID at the beginning. They really have honed in on how to make sure everybody's, you know, surviving it more often. Mm-hmm. So there's that. I just wanted to give out that hope that you know, more people are surviving than passing right now. Yeah, there's a lot of deaths. I get that, but there's more
100%
people surviving it right now. So that's the best part about it. So
I just wish people would put out more information about the vitamin D and the things that we can do for ourselves at home. Sorry, Danny, go ahead. I'm having a lag here. My internet is cutting in and out, so sorry if I step on anybody's toes.
That's okay. We have a cyber attack going on around here, apparently.
What?
According to the news. Wasn't that there was something, there was a cyber attack. There was something that came across as a thing, and somebody was asking also the question about a cyber attack. Something about, I can't remember all the details. Maybe somebody in the chat can give us more details about
Pentagon?
the cyber. Yeah, the Pentagon, something in the Russian, that we're having a cyber attack.
Right. They've been in for like 6 to 9 months, I think.
Russians have attacked it's in innermost all of our government and financial systems.
Well, isn't that interesting that Barr would leave as Russia decided that they're going to do this?
But this has been going on for months.
Trump fired somebody in the Pentagon.
Yeah, that Krebs guy, I think. The cybersecurity guy who said that the vote was perfect, the most secure vote in history, and he fired him. But from what I understand, maybe somebody could tell us in the chat, that it was that they've been into our systems for months. So
6
all
months.
under Trump's watch, they're in there digging around.
But he has fired so many important people and so many qualified people to keep them all at bay. And he put in thugs and they didn't know what they were doing. And he planned it that way. So it's like.
Barr and him had this plan. They took these people out of position. This was all from the Putin puppet and Putin. Putin is in with China. Putin is in with Saudis. Putin is the connector. So
yeah, absolutely.
Not shocked, right?
No.
Saddened, but not shocked.
No, So somebody really wanted to read on the cyber attack and see if we can see what we get out of that.
Okay.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. And the question is,
it's just what's the cyber attack about? What any information we can draw from it, see if we can get what it's coming from, where is it at, what's going on, is it even real? You know what I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh. Yikes.
My first up is financial opportunity. and then pain, grief, and loss. Financial opportunity, pain, grief, and loss. Those are my 2 cards that came up right off the bat. What did you get, Danny?
I'm using the wild unknown, so I read them more intuitively than anything. But yeah, there absolutely was a cyber attack, and they were trying to pick fruit, I guess. Just trying to get anything that they could. They had their little swords and everywhere. It was Trump did let him in, or he didn't stop them from getting in. Oh, we lost 9.
I know.
And it was coordinated with a lot of. I'm feeling Russia, obviously, because we were just talking about it, but I do have that. We kind of knew what was going on. We had one eye open with it. So I'm not sure how much they got, but I'm going to ask that.
Right.
Welcome back, Nina.
On my channel, we always have somebody just leaving, coming and going. This is,
Sorry, guys. I'm having a lot of internet issues here, so I
That's
don't know
okay.
when to jump in or not.
That's okay. We'll hang in there. Go ahead and do a real quick recap of what you got, Danny, for her, so that she can.
She just left
again,
I think. Yeah.
Poor 9. I literally got the financial opportunity, pain, loss, and grief, and I got my card for Trump, King of Swords.
Yeah. And I got that too, with the Emperor.
Somebody said we needed to duct tape Nina to her chair. Hi, everybody. Cappy's mom. This is a good time, I guess, to say hello until she comes back.
Yeah,
Cheyenne,
hello.
Hello, Maureen, Debsy, Cappy's mom. Those are all the moderators. Thank you for all the moderating.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome. Pammy. Oh, there she is.
She back?
She's back. There she is.
I hope this works. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right. It is what it is.
I missed it, so I don't know what anybody said.
Well, what I got was the financial. This was a financial opportunity from the Page of Pentacles. The financial opportunity. I also got pain, loss, and grief in it, and then I got my card for Trump. So those were the 3 cards that I pulled on that. Danny kind of got. What would you get, Danny?
Well, if I can remember, because I've pulled them up, but I also got Trump in there. He was at the base of the reading. I got that they were trying to access a whole bunch of different areas, but that and it was a coordinated effort. But we had our eye out on it, so they didn't get as much as they could have gotten, and that's kind of what I wanted to clarify.
Okay.
See what they got.
Okay. So I start off with the Magician. So they were allowed in. This was acceptable by a certain crew. I'm sure it was Barr, Stephen Miller, the whole little, United gang. Now we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Here's Trump. He's been let go. He's been kicked out of his job. So now all the cockroaches have to, move her out. So they're nervous now. And there were people watching them. We have said this from the get-go, that there was people, spies in the camp that were watching how things were going down. So whatever information they got, they probably found out that there was misinformation given to find out this whole situation. Because then I've got the fool reversed. So here it is that they're going to come out and they're going to be able to know all of this. Will all of this come out to us? I'm not 100% sure, because there's going to be protection of the presidency, and not just the presidency, but the countries that the president has dealt with. You know what I mean? They don't want to cause a third world war with Russia. So how much of this is going to come out? I'm not 100% sure, but it was allowed. They were the magician. They were allowed in.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that with my
sure.
I got that with my Three of Pentacles too, that they were all working together and somebody let them in. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's talking.
Yeah, I'm talking. I'm just sitting here. I'm just trying to sit here and think. Can you hear us, Nina?
Uh-oh.
Can you hear us at all?
Hello? Hello?
We can hear you.
Are you guys talking, or what's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah.
I can
We're
hear
talking.
you. We can hear you.
You can't
No?
hear us.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm not sure what's happening. Are you guys not hearing me, or?
We can hear you.
Yeah. But you
We
can't
can,
hear us.
We can hear you.
I'm gonna write it on a piece of paper.
Yeah, there you go. We can hear you, Nina. Tell her to unplug her ear things.
She did.
We can hear you. Oh my gosh.
I'm having a really hard time. Like
Unplug.
This is awful.
It's okay. Hey, Nina, unplug this. Pull it out. Oh, she can't hear me.
I did, but it's my internet.
Oh.
So it's like.
Can you hear us at all anymore? Can you hear us? Oh, it's all right. Can you hear us?
Okay.
Can you hear us now? Okay, then perfect.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yes.
All right, let's
I'm just lagging. I apologize.
Yeah, it's all right. We're gonna hang in there. We want you here. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So we got the point that what the thing about it is that let's read on.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We can still hear you.
We can hear you. I think Nine's Corner is the bathroom tarot.
She been putting out. Here we go. You're back. Hang on.
We're losing everybody.
I just have children in the background crying. It's all right. Oh, there she goes.
Why did you say the cry word? She left at that.
Oh gosh. Oh God.
Oh.
It is that time. Well, they had a whole big huge snowstorm on that side of the country, so it's not. Well, no, actually, she's not in that side of the country. She's above me.
She's straight above you?
Yeah, she's in the same time zone as me.
Huh.
So she's in Alberta.
Alberta. All right.
So they want to also know, there's another question. They want to know about calling for martial law.
Oh,
Are they
boy.
really going to do it? Is it really going to happen? Do we really have to worry about martial law?
Well,
Let's read on and see what the cards say. I know
Yeah.
my feeling about this, but you see here's something that leads us into my next question with why Trump or Pence has to do what he's got to do and put Biden, do Biden on the 6th of January.
Right.
He's got to do. Is it that bad and that dangerous that he has to leave the country to be safe?
That day.
What does he know?
Right. Yeah.
And I need to know that. I want to get into that.
All right. But this is martial law. That's what we're reading on now. Martial law.
Are they going to enact martial law?
Yeah.
The one person, but I don't know, can Pence escape the country?
I don't legally. I think he can. He's no longer, in office.
Well, he is until the 20th of January.
This is the 6th that he's doing this?
Correct. This is the 6th that he's doing that. So it's almost like if 45 can't escape, can Pence escape?
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, yeah. I thought it was the 20th. Okay. The 6th.
So I want to let's do martial law. Are they going
Martial
to
law.
is that something that's going to happen? Let's do martial law, and then we'll go into that kind of question.
Right.
Poor Nina. She's just having lots of problems. Let me see if she's texting me. Nope. Hi, Geek Hillbilly. I went to the post office. I didn't get the whatever it was supposed to be there yesterday. Today I went by, and the line to where my post office box is was all the way down the sidewalk. It would have probably taken me an hour to 2 hours, so I went home. I will check my post office on maybe early Saturday morning or something like that to see. But I just thought I'd let you know that I did check it. It wasn't there yesterday. It might have been here today, but I wasn't going to wait in that line. But thank you. Okay.
Martial law. Martial
law. Let's see what's going on with martial law. Uh-oh.
Ooh. They're really considering it, I think.
Yeah, my first one was Queen of Wands was inverted, which is demanding, controlling and demanding. Then I have the star, hope, faith, and bright prospects and healing. So that doesn't coincide with martial law. The Nine of Pentacles, meaning good income or wealth or gratitude. And Judgment is the renewal, but they're burdened with the lots of burdens. And then the last one, I got the Three of Cups, which is community groups and everybody happy. So I'm not sure what is going on. Oh, Nina's back. Hi, you're back. Do you want to tell her? We can't hear you.
Okay, tell me you hear me now.
I hear you now.
I hear you now.
It is what it is. I know.
Out by the porch door. Okay, sorry. Where were you?
That's
We're
reading on martial law. We're reading if they're really, really going to call for martial law. And Danny and I just threw him. He had said something, but I went ahead and read my cards where it looked like it was controlling and demanding. These are
Yep.
my cards are so confusing, but
Yep.
under the star, hope and faith and healing. So that doesn't make any sense. And I have the 9 of Pentacles where money comes in, wealth. And then I put the Judgment, which is renewal and rebirth, the burden of that, and then the 3 of Cups. So is martial law going to make us happy? Is martial law going to make us sad? Is it going to make the Republicans happy? These are really confusing. So I'm going to throw some more, but go ahead.
Yeah, and what I got the sadness with the 4 of Cups, but there's an offer being made, and it's big news. And with this card, it's the Ace of Wands. It's a double-edged sword almost. They are really considering it, and it's really secretive. Obviously, they're not gonna like throw it out there, even though who was the general that got off? I forgot his name, but anyway, he's saying that Trump should do it. It's all about them leaving too. I get a lot of confusion with it, but the final outcome is this card, which makes me say that, they're really afraid of doing this, but that card too. I'm thinking they're really considering doing martial law.
Is this Trump considering martial law? Is this what you're saying?
Yeah, there's been rumors hanging around in our media, and that was Flynn, who I think you were talking about.
Correct.
Hanging out in the media is wondering if they're going to call for martial law. I'm not sure what are they. I don't know what the martial law would be for.
Like, is that for the coronavirus to push the what they want? Like, I'm not understanding what the martial law.
I know.
Is for.
I don't really understand either what the martial law would be for. Either to allow the Proud Boys to do what they wanted to do and keep the people back, or
well, I
don't know.
I remember my very first reading I put on YouTube. I said that at the end of his reign, he would be looking for military help, but he wouldn't get it. So it's bizarre how, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got the Lovers. So here is Trump and his band of people, Barr and everybody. They want to have this martial law. They've lost. They don't know what to do. But this is also about planting a seed today that's going to ripen later on. So this could be the start of a second or third party. This could be Trump setting up himself to be the media mogul, because he's got power, whether you, even though he's not the president, he's got secrets. He's got things. He was able to get whatever he wanted for the last 4 years. I got the Star reverse. So whatever networking or whatever what he thought he was going to be able to get done, he's not going to get done. They're not going to go for him. But the Sun is in reverse. So there is a certain amount of foreshadowing there that there's probably information that we're going to find out about things that he did do with a section of the martial law to go after people. Because then at the end, I got the 4 of Cups. So there is the 5 of Cups. So there is, sadly, a loss here. So I think there may be some players involved that, you're going to see, like Proud Boys have infiltrated inside of whatever military part that Trump is calling on. He's got the support of way too many people. They're still blindly throwing money to him. This is not, do you know what I mean? This is not real. It's happening. That's happening. Like there's a reason behind it. He is stoking the fires of racism. He's stoking the Proud Boys. He's stoking everybody he can use.
Right.
I agree. However, he is absolutely. Somebody was explaining it that he wanted to initiate martial law to force a re-election.
Oh yeah.
To overturn
they won't allow that.
Yeah, overturn it. No.
No.
So 45 is trying his dangdest to do that.
Yeah.
I did a reading earlier that we have spies in the camp with the Proud Boys.
Yeah.
Meaning that the FBI and the good guys
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
are well informed what their next move is, where they're going, how
I
they do
agree.
it, what their thing is. So they're very ahead of the criminals.
Yeah.
So let's read on the Proud Boys. Let's read how there was a hold on a minute, media person was asking somebody, interviewing somebody, and she said that this is probably going to be the last peaceful protest. And he goes, what do you mean by that? She goes, well, this is probably going to be the last peaceful protest. And what she was implying was that we're not going nice anymore. You know,
Yeah.
there's going to be something else going to happen. But let's read on that and see
That's
how
scary.
far they get. Yeah. It
Wow.
is. We don't. I don't want to, spread any of this, but the more we understand it and the more we see it, the more we can protect. And also,
Right.
I never see that they get too far. I've never seen them. It's almost like they explode. They think they have something, and all of a sudden, in my mind, it looks like they all descend on them and stop them. That's what my remote viewing has been about the Proud Boys. They're like, they're going to, and then all of a sudden they're going to, it's almost like they run away like little puppies. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like. They get smacked down one more time because, they do not have the capacity to think or be of service to anybody. But let's see how far they get. What do the cards say? Turbulence to calm. Defending their boundaries. The Fool. I also got wishes fulfilled, so underneath the turbulence to calm. Money's involved as usual, but we also have travel and discovery. Friendly lumber. Passionate, friendly. Again, these dang cards, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
This other one, moving to turbulence to calm, there's also more underneath that where it says long journey, travel over water, recover from illness near death, harmony restored with help. So if we're reading on the Proud Boys, they're going to be squashed, and we're going to get from turbulence to calm. Is that what everybody else is getting? Go for it. I'm so confused sometimes.
Go, Danny.
Okay, I'll go. Well, I got in the very beginning, at the center of the reading, I also got the Six of Swords moving from turbulent to calm, and it's being crossed by the moon. So I also got the High Priestess. There's a lot of information that we're not really getting. I get a lot of fighting cards, Nine of Wands and the Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords to me is just the struggle that they have to go in there defending themselves. But I also got the Eight of Cups, which is walking away from sorrow. And I have more walking away or suspended cards than I do, with fighting or anything. It's just a lot of sadness in their organization, them walking away from the Emperor and heartbreak. So I'm getting that they're, and we still have to be careful if you're going to go out and be around protesters or something. you still have to keep that bubble of awareness around you and not let your guard down in any way. But I don't think the Proud Boys, I think they're going to be more intimidating than actual danger. But at the base of the deck, I did get the Tower moment, which that kind of, the base of the deck is more antagonistic than the front of the reading, which is more emotional and just leaving with Trump when Trump leaves, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll just read my cards. At the base, I got the Ten of Swords. So they're going to be putting out their last little hurrah. We're probably, unfortunately, going to be hearing about some incidences. Whether they'll make the mainstream media, we'll wait and see, but guarantee you're going to hear about stories. And it's going to be a multitude. There's going to be some deaths happening. Underneath it is all about causing fear. It is their last hurrah. They got to ride this wave with Trump. They've never been able to be this vocal. And they know that they're going to have to go back into the background. With Biden and them coming, they're going to push for some unity. Is it going to go back to the way it was? No. It's going to be a lot of struggle because a lot of people are in pain. A lot of people are questioning stuff. They're behind the scenes. They're looking at what Trump made possible. This was the most that they've had available. So they are going underground because I got the moon reversed. Here it is all about doing things under cover of the night, but now they're kind of doing it more in the cover of, yep, here we are, because you're going to hear more of it. Because I got my Nine of Cups, and anytime I see this when I'm dealing with groups, this means that you've got the Proud Boys, but then there's a multitude of little groupie people here that have the same mind, the same elk, the same kind of feeling, and they want to put the fear. The moon behind is making everybody paranoid. They are losing their battle. The numbers are going against him. We are becoming a blended community, and the white man is putting out his last hold on to that ring of power. And I'm sorry, they are going to have a little kerfuffle here because they realize that their time is limited. So they're going to strike. And if I were a brown or black person, I would be more careful. And I'm not, I mean, everybody needs to be careful, whatever your color, but brown and black people, people of color, I would be even more careful. You guys need to really watch your back, especially depending on where you're living. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're alone or any of that kind of stuff for the next little while, because Trump is whistling and his whistle is way too loud.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Because it's not just the Proud Boys. There's groups that are doing things behind the scenes that you don't realize what they're doing. And they're setting up, that's a lot of swords to be at your center. So they're setting up stuff for Biden and for things to come down the pike just to cause, to make it so that Biden wasn't a good choice. Do you know what I mean? They're going to cause that terror, that fear, that paranoid, because they don't want it to be, they're not ready to give up their Trump.
Yeah.
They're Trumpish. So.
I completely agree. And there's one thing that you always have to remember is with this like-mindedness and this, it's weak-mindedness.
Yes.
It doesn't have the strength they want it to have. And that means that when they rise up and then we tell them no one more time, that this is not how we want to live. This is not how this society is going to go. Your belief system is not worth anything anymore. They will go back down because that's what had happened before. That's how they rose up again. And then they went back down but I think this time, I think we're stronger. I think our energy is stronger. And I really, truly believe that, I truly hope that they will consider them terrorists. And so that anytime they are found out, anytime they are actively doing that they will get arrested or whatever, that they will start facing consequences for this kind of a thing. You cannot keep on targeting a human being and calling it a religion. You know what I mean? This is not acceptable.
Well, in Charlottetown, Trump opened the door. And
he
that
did.
was really
Absolutely.
the genesis of everything, really, And I mean, you know, and we said that 2020 was going to be exposing all the structures that need to be changed. We see the change in our police force that needs to happen. You know, the mental health, physical health, like all these things. It just makes you aware of what has been going on that we've had our eyes closed to, because you're
Yeah.
privileged as a white person to not see these things, right?
Yeah.
And that's just the reality.
I
Right.
know, and that it's unfortunate because, well, I think it's time. You know, our African American community, and any, like you said, any of color, they have been trying to tell us this for quite some time. And it is now time for the white people, and I'm just going to start because whatever, you guys can get over that.
Yeah.
The white people to start speaking up. You know what I mean? It's time for them to confront our own. It's like, how do we police this? We police our own. And
Right.
we tell them we have to confront, we have to come forward, we have to be their voice right now, because they've been screaming it to us for years and years and years. And if somebody who wanted to help, you know, like you, me, whatever, what is it? What can we do? Well, the most important thing is that we police our own. We don't allow it in our homes. We don't allow it with our friends. We don't allow it in, you know, any community that I'm
In the
in.
community. Yeah.
Yeah. This is how we start communicating that racism is unacceptable. Is that we do not allow it in any of our peripheral. And I you know, I don't teach my children this. I don't, you know what I mean? My grandchildren, we teach them totally opposite stuff. And so that is just, when they say it happens to, you know, the most power we have is to keep it within ourselves and in our homes and bring it out that way. We have to start policing our own and addressing it this way.
Yeah. And it's so hard too, and as well as easy, but you know, I've got people close to me and their family members, and they start off with this racist crap.
Yeah.
And I just, you know, I say, I'm not talking to them, and they go, oh, you're just being blah, blah, blah. And it gets to the point where I have to hang up on them. And that's, you know, and then they go, oh, you're just too sensitive. Like, what are you talking about? But still, it's that kind of battles that we're going to be going through. We're going to lose good friends.
They're not good friends. That's the thing, is they're not good friends to
old
me.
friends.
You know,
they're just not
familiar.
They're not old people, right? But this is from a Canadian, from the outside looking in. It's my feeling that unless the government and the higher ups actually say, okay, this is our history, this is what we've done, because there's so much cover up, like in the stories of your history. I mean, Canada has that, we have our bad things, but our government has apologized. We've actually, you know, we've done everything we can. I don't see that. It's like you're too afraid to face your history. Well, you know, Black people, their whole families, their names weren't even kept. Do you know what I mean? Like they can't even trace some of their history because their life was taken. So that is ingrained. Like this is hundreds and hundreds of years of being ingrained, and it's in your laws. It's in your culture. So how do you change that? Because it has to come from, you know, the native. So you're dragging, you know, unwoke people. It's hard.
You know, the Native Americans were the first. The Native Americans were the first ones that, you know, one of the first ones to get terrorized because they get, you know, and all that. So I mean, we're speaking for all of them. All of them.
At that time, it was Native Americans also had slaves and had Black slaves. So what, you know what I mean? Like there's a whole lot to the stories that is mind blowing when you actually find out about it, because there was the natives thought of Black people as less than too, because they had slaves as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that's part of the culture, right? I mean, these things are not known. If you don't know it, how can you change it?
Right.
But they don't even put it in the history books, right?
Right. But I just wanted to put it out there. I mean, we can't ignore what we did as white people to come to the country.
100%. That's the whole point. Yeah. 100%. That's the whole point. Is we need to start talking, having the hard conversation.
Yes, and getting and stopping it from within.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yep,
absolutely. All right. So, did you guys have another question kind of out of this or anything like that? Did you guys have Go ahead.
I did. I had somebody who asked, did Bill Barr actually write his resignation letter, considering it was pretty much a love letter to Donald Trump?
You know, I can see Bill Barr doing his pardon, getting it all done, and saying, "Hey, you need to sign this." And Trump going, "What am I signing?" And Barr goes, "Blah blah blah blah." And he goes, "Okay." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can see Barr doing
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
let's see if he already had his pocket pardon. We got to be careful about shuffling when somebody else is talking. I can tell. I know. I try to mute if you can. If somebody else is talking, if you wanted to shuffle or whatever. But
Is that me? Are you talking to me?
no, only when somebody else is like giving their little spiel of their cards that we need to make sure that we're being quiet.
All right.
That's funny.
No. I don't think so. What do you guys got?
I got the Four of Cups. So I don't believe Barr wrote this. I think somebody on Trump's behalf wrote it and then put it in front of Barr. And Barr, knowing that he's got his safety and security from his from his friend Donald Trump. And here's the Knight of Cups. So yeah, this was them coming to him saying, "Here, sign this." And look at the Knight of Cups. It even has hearts on it. I mean, he has a heart on for him. So, so yeah, somebody else wrote this for him to sign. This was somebody on Trump's camp or, that kind of a thing.
Probably McEnany.
Yeah,
Probably
I got something.
Or Miller.
Yeah. Ooh. I got something so similar because I got the Chariot and the Fool. So, he's gone. And in the middle of it, I got the Knave of Swords, which is just saying, you're going, here it is, sign it.
Sign it.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Go on your foolish way. So, yeah.
I actually did a reading on Stephen Miller, and I didn't include it in my video because when I tried to read on him, awful energy.
Yeah.
And I really think he must have been abused as a child or something, because something happened into his childhood that caused this disconnect for him to become this, white supremacist kind of thing. Something was really yucky from his childhood. Something happened to that child. So I feel
let's read on him next, because I always forget. I don't think I've read on Stephen Miller in quite some time. So
God.
Yeah, he's a demon I avoid the bad demons. He's one of the bad demons.
He looks like a walking penis.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when I'm shuffling, I just get a card, and that's kind of Stephen Miller, where he's going.
Yeah.
But he's slippery. He's slippery,
Yeah.
I got bickering and petty conflict. It just sounds like I always get backstories of the questions I ask. Always seems to be, but there was bickering and petty conflict going on between him, Barr, and everybody. Actually, Barr, I can just imagine as I pick up that card, as they're trying to let Trump know that it's over. There's nothing you can do. Stop doing this. And Trump is like, no, and the temperance coming up, like, Barr saying something like, well, God help you, because it's not going to work, because the Nine of Swords is just not going to work. I also got the good news and manifesting and studying, meaning that Barr has been wanting to get away from him for quite some time, which is really, really weird, because the Three of Cups shows up like their family. He didn't want to leave he didn't want to leave his buddy. He didn't want to leave his guy. He wanted to leave, be there but Chariot is like, I got to move on. This is too crazy even for me. But what I didn't get was that possibly he does have a pardon. I didn't get that. Did you guys get that he had a pardon?
I wasn't looking for that, but
That was kind of the. Let's see if he actually got a pardon, a pocket pardon before he left. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, the cards that I got for him, I mean, they're all they're so dark, and there's a lot of majors in this spread. That you know, at the end of it, I just asked, where is he going? And besides the death card and the moon card, he's got justice behind him, but he's going to slither out. And, you know, I think he's going to be, you know, he's not going to face justice as he should. And so maybe that's the pardon that he has. But let me
I don't
just
think he
ask on that.
cares.
Yeah, it doesn't feel
I
like
really
he cares.
don't think. Yeah, he could care less. Whatever you guys think you can do, it's gonna. You know, he's just like. It's almost like he knows he's dying. Like he's not going to be around for it anyway. Who cares? You know, that's kind of what I get on a regular basis.
at the base, I got the Wheel of Fortune, but it's reversed. So he's in a stagnation. It's like he thought he was going to be able to ride Trump's coattails, and now it's after the wheel is turned and he's in stagnation. But crossing it, I got the Death card. So that's two majors right at his core. So the Death card could be, you know, starting a new venture, starting a new way, because God darn it, I got the Ace of Wands, which is the exact same card I got for the party boys, the white boys, or whatever they call it.
The Proud Boys.
The Proud Boys. Then I got the Queen of Pentacles. So there's money behind this. There is generosity behind this. There's money behind him. And I got the 10 of Pentacles. So Stephen Miller is a representation of a core group from the Republican Party. I don't think he's in trouble because I don't see any issues here with him. I just see him kind of like he's this scummy little something on the bottom of somebody's shoe, and he'll just keep moving on to the next shoe. He's there to fit a certain purpose, and that's just the, you know, the lower denomination of the Republican Party that have those views.
Yeah.
But I don't see him going anywhere. I think he's still going to be moving on and working in his little bubble that he's got going for himself. Really
I went ahead and threw on Stephen Miller True also, so I knew that you were throwing on him. So misfortune, 10 of Swords is misfortune, but the Magician kind of shows in with the misfortune and justice. So I actually got something weird, but he's going to be moving forward. He's not going to, but he's going to be in chaos. He's going to either create on that lines, but then looking for assistance means that he's going to be getting a lawyer. Then he's going to go silent for a while. And then he's going to the Ace of Wands, New Cycle, and Enterprise. He's going to get out of it. And that sucks.
Yeah. And I asked specifically if he got a pardon. And I just pulled 3.
And this is Barr, right?
Miller.
Miller, okay.
Yeah.
Miller.
So Miller with, if Miller's going to get a pardon, and all the darkness, the turbulence that he causes, all the loss that he causes, but he doesn't care. He's going to get around whatever comes. And to me, this said that, he is going to get a pardon, but even if he doesn't, it won't affect him because he's got his own lawyers that he's going to lawyer up and just get away from things.
I pulled just to see what it would say. I got the 2 of Swords. So, I mean, here you're looking at a truce. There's some kind of, you know, there's something that they have okayed him with. So whether that's a pardon or whether that's, you know what I mean? But he's going to move on. That's the unfortunate thing. He's I don't see him getting into a lot of trouble here.
He's like a slithering little snake that gets away.
He's a fart that blows in the wind.
Yes.
And nothing against
Everybody
snakes.
knows.
Nothing against snakes. No, exactly.
No.
Nothing against snakes. All right. Somebody else wants to know, will Trump's base ever come out of their trance?
Nobody likes to admit they're wrong, do they?
No, it's easier to fool them than to admit that you've been fooled.
That's correct. That is correct.
Snakes are much better than snakes are much better. In the chat, like, snakes are much better.
Yeah.
I can't see the chat, so I don't even know how many people we have or anything, because I only have one thing going because my internet. I'm afraid to put on a secondary, So
We have 1,200 in the chat. Yeah. And we've already gotten quite a few chats, like donations and stuff. So thank you for all of them.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry for all the technical troubles.
It's all right now. That's par for course on my channel. People come and they go. It used to be Danny. You're like, oh, we lost Danny.
Oh, yeah. I don't get good reception in the bathroom.
Dang it.
Okay, sorry, question?
The question is will Trump's base finally
Leave him.
Finally come out of their trance? I say that's the only thing I can call it anymore. It's like they are literally being manipulated in their brain willingly. They agree to it. They have to take some credit for, they have to take some responsibility for their dumbassery, but they do. But will it ever, will the poisoning, will the drips finally stop, and will they finally kind of come out of it? Let's see. Apparently not.
Wow.
I did get some weird stuff.
Joe Biden shows up.
Mine too. Joe Biden showed up on mine too.
Not mine. Where are you, Joe?
All right, I'll go ahead and go. I got the Sun, success and happiness, but I also got the Five of Pentacles right next to it, and then Biden. So it's like they're happy now, but they're going to go through some financial things, and then Biden shows up, which to them is going to be a negative condensation here. But the King of Wands shows up, like they're going to see Biden as a leader. And we also have the Seven of Pentacles. It looks like they, maybe we'll have to go back to work, but they're like being lazy about it. They rather stay home, this, that, and the other, and call Biden a poor leader and not work, because we also have the Five of Wands, petty conflict. It's almost like they're going to, how you call an election fraud. You have to create the fraud in order for it to be called fraudulent election. That's what they're doing. That's that's what they're kind of moving into with Biden in tow, which is really, really weird. So they're not going to be happy unless the Republicans are in play. Somebody's thing is on. I can hear my voice in the background.
I don't have one on.
Weird. What happened?
What happened?
Do you hear that?
Oh,
That was me.
Okay.
That was me trying to
That was
figure
the
out.
echo in the bathroom.
All right, go for it. Whoever's next, go for it.
Could have been worse than an echo. Just saying. You know, I got the same kind of thing, Sheila. My first two cards. So I get the Emperor and the Loss. So you know they're just feeling this loss. Their strength is behind them. They're still in their illusion and delusion of all of this. They're hunkering down. They're not giving up, even though the world knows that they need to move on. But they're not doing it. They know that Biden and when he and Kamala, yeah, when they take office, they're just gonna feel like they're just gonna still stay entrenched and say no, Trump won, and they're gonna try to start something new. I got with the Empress, followed by the Knave of Pentacles. I'm kind of feeling like they're going to try to start a new party or something with it, but it's not going to go well because at the base of the deck, it's searching, alone, 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups. It's just all bad cards, but I think they're still going to hang in there, and they may try to start another party.
I got the 9 of Cups and it's reversed. So here's their vanity. This is them unable, unwilling, or unwanting to give up their Trumpsdom. Then we got the Queen of Swords. So here is the misinformation. They're going to be getting on to them. They're going to constantly just be barraging them. They are going to accept defeat. They're going to see it. It's going to happen. But then at the same time, we've got they're going to be looking at the situation, and there's going to be communication issues. They're going to be trying to communicate a different reality than the one that we currently have. And it's been that way for 4 years, but unfortunately, it's going to continue for a small section of these people. The 8 of Cups here, people are going to be turning their back on Biden and whatever his administration is doing. And then I end up with the Star. So the Star is hope, networking. This is connecting, communications. So you're getting into the same line, the same people. So I almost feel as though instead of them turning towards Biden, they're going to turn towards this other entity that's now in this creation. And that's not a good entity. We do not want a Fox 2.0 is more or less,
Yeah.
So they're existing. They're there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's there.
And they're not going away.
They're not going away. They're not saying, even if they accept defeat, they're not going to be like, oh, Biden's the better choice. Nope. They're not willing to,
It's almost like we have to wait for that whole generation to, like, sounds horrible, like to die off or something in order for things to just
infuse some new blood into the government. I mean, my
Yes.
goodness.
Mhm.
Yes,
Like,
I've always said that.
75 plus to be able to get on a seat. It's like,
Right.
what? I'm like almost 50 and I can barely make it up a set of stairs, for Jesus' sake.
Danny, you already read your cards, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I'm
All right,
almost 52, and I feel. Well, okay, never mind.
Wait a minute. I'm the oldest.
I'm 49.
What?
I'm 49.
I'm 39.
Danny, you're lying.
You're not.
Like, there's no way I'm the oldest. I'm older, and it's like I'm older than Nina, but younger than Danny.
So how old are you? Come on now, give numbers.
So 68. So that makes me what, 52 or 53? 52?
53.
52. 53?
53
Okay.
this year, coming year.
Okay, I can never
Danny,
keep that
how
straight.
old are you?
I'm the oldest one in the room. I am the adult in the room.
Oh, I take issue with that. I really do.
I-
The adult in the room? I don't think so.
Well, I'm pointing my finger at you.
Oh, that's just good fun, people. It's just good fun. Boy, did I get somebody. Remember when my dog jumped into my lap last time and you were talking about the housing or whatever?
That was
Boy,
so
what?
rude. That was
I
so
know
rude.
somebody took it out on me, let me tell you, in my chat. They were so upset with me how rude that was and all of that. I was like, dang. It's like,
What?
Danny didn't mean it.
No, I didn't. I sit there, I
No.
gave a dog whistle to Sheila's dog to jump up on her lap. And then
Oh, they
she
didn't
had
like the dog in the
technology
picture?
issues, which I caused. Anyway.
Oh, they didn't like the dog in the picture?
Yeah, that when my Raven just jumped in my lap while Danny was talking about the housing thing, and then prior to that, my equipment just stopped. I couldn't hear anything, and I was changing it out. And somebody put in the comments they were quite upset with me about that. Like, this is so distracting and so rude. I was like, oh gosh, please.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If they only knew the stress of live.
Like, yes. It's like I trust us when we
know your
tell
answers
you that
immediately. Don't look at your cards. Just answer. It's like,
yeah.
You're
We are
shuffling too
never
loud.
upset. Yeah, we're
'Cause there's-
never upset with each other.
after
Ever.
we do the readings, I always think, like, if I think about the card, it's like, oh my god, I could have said this and this and this.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
you're trying to answer immediately, so there's this stuff I'm missing. But then,
Yeah.
God bless, we get people there going, Nina, you should have saw this, that, and that. I'm like, yes, they know. I love
Yes,
them.
they see everything,
Everything.
right?
Yeah.
Everything. So, somebody else wanted to know. One of the questions was the fate of the 126. There's a word here that I have trouble with, and they're going to be called. They're going to call me out on it. Sedition.
Sedition.
Somebody else say. Okay, sedition. Okay, they wanted to know. Have grandsons trying to come into the picture. I'm like, you can't come in.
You're so rude.
So yeah. So
Wait till I talk and then bring them in.
Yeah, exactly. So the 126 Congress people, yeah, to see what the fate is like. Really, is it going to happen? Is it they're really going to be in trouble for what they did? I really hope so. Back in the day, I think it was, what was it, Lincoln or Abraham? Somebody, a president back in the day. There was like 2 senators that actually got taken out because of this sort of a thing. So it has happened in previous things.
Well,
so
the one thing we don't have to flip the cards to know that this was done against the U.S. This is going against democracy.
Absolutely.
And it's dangerous territories. So how much?
And Rand Paul, what is up with him? I mean, he
looks like hammered crap nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think he enjoys a little something, something.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So Trump has got everybody addicted. It's no longer a meeting. It's a cocaine party.
Yeah.
All right. So let's read and see what's going to happen with these guys. The 126.
Will there be any consequences?
Yeah. Will there be any consequences? They're going to need lawyers. Sudden action. Fast movement. I don't know, guys. A chariot moving on. I got the same thing about what was it? Maybe Monday when somebody asked me the same thing. It looks like maybe something is there. Something is to that. The high priestess shows up. A judgment of the high priestess, like the high courts get involved, and balancing of the forces. It does look a little like something. Oh, and I got the tower moment at the bottom. Chaos.
Oh.
I like that one.
Yeah.
All right, you guys talk amongst yourself for just I've got to go and hug and kiss a grandchild.
Aw.
So I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
All right. You go, Danny.
Oh boy, yeah. I'm gonna go now. She leaves to go kiss a grandkid, and
Exactly.
I hope people really like lay into her for that. Boy,
That's right.
I have really goofy cards.
So do I.
I'm
So
trying
I'm
to.
glad you do too.
Yeah, I am trying to figure it out. So at the center of the reading, I have the Four of Swords. In this deck, it's more of just a contemplation. It's this meditation rising above the fray a little bit, and then I get the Nine of Cups, and I'm like, what's going on? You can see the heartache that they've caused. There's money that's been changed hands, but okay, so or there will be money being changed back and forth, but I don't have. I just have information cards. I don't have any like legal action cards.
Neither do I.
I don't have any of that. Just my final outcome card is the strength card. I'm like,
yeah. Okay, so yours are working alongside with mine because I got the King of Swords, so that's just cruelty. This is doing this knowing what they were doing. They weren't misunderstood. They didn't, oh, I didn't know what was happening. They were all in. They knew exactly.
Right.
The plan,
and I got the three
what we were doing, what the coup was, what the attempt was, right? But then we have the Three of Wands. So there's going to be misunderstandings. They're going to be trying to make up excuses. There's going to be this, it's almost like there's so much that's happened. How do you pick what to take and what to not do? How do we get the U.S. over this? So maybe we'll just hide this stuff, like just not deal with it because you don't want to spend the next 4 years dealing with Trump. So then I kind of got the cautious going forward, the cautious sort of like, everybody keep their head down. There might be a few people that'll get in trouble, but it seems like in the big scheme of things, this is not the big potatoes, which is crazy to say, but that's what we're seeing here. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing justice. I don't have anybody getting really upset. It's almost like, oh, you guys, now you tried that.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's very strange. I'm not getting, I'm pulling card after card after card. I have no majors, nothing. Okay, well, maybe down the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Justice is my 11th card.
Yeah.
Huh?
You think it'll take a little while?
It's just that justice is my 11th card out. Justice is the number of 11, right? So I think karmically justice
Maybe
will
a year?
happen. It just may not happen in the form that we would like. So I think karmically it'll be interesting to see where these people are in 5 years. What has happened to their lives? What karmic justice has come in their way? This is the universe saying, honey, don't you worry about it. I'm going to take care of it for you.
Yeah.
Poetic justice.
This is not, don't worry. This is not people getting away with it. This is just justice coming in a different form for many of them. There will be 1 or 2 that'll get in trouble. They'll put out their sacrificial lamb, like, Eric Trump is going to be a sacrificial lamb and all that kind of stuff. But the majority of them will just put their head down and cautiously go forward. That's it.
When you were saying that, I'm looking at this card, and this was in the immediate future, and so I just think that their business, their way of working is kind of destroyed, and maybe they won't get reelected. Maybe that's the justice of it, because none of these pentacles are good except one at their feet, and it's like, why am I tending to this plant that's dying? So
I think so. I think you're right. When they're starting to get reelected and they have starting their campaigns to get reelected, what is everybody's talking point? This was the name
Yeah, exactly.
on that thing, right?
Yeah.
So they're always marked with that dark mark.
Yeah.
Always,
well,
forever.
God willing, people will point it out because people have short memory lately. I don't know what's going on, but it's like if they don't want to if they don't want to know it, then just don't say it. It's not true. It's like what?
Right.
Right.
Yep. They'll use it. They used everything they could think of for Trump, so they'll use it.
Well, did you see what they were trying to do to poor Dr. Biden, Jill Biden? Trying to disrespect her? Like, what? Like, they really have a hard-on for women. Like, they really do. Because from Michelle to now Jill, it's like a woman who's intelligent, who, presents themselves properly. Well, then, there's something wrong. So let's call her not a doctor? Like, what?
Yeah,
well, she's not a
idiot.
medical doctor. She's not going to be able to fix me. So,
Dr. Cosby? Dr. Cosby calling
Oh,
Dr.
now
Cosby
there's a
in jail
doctor.
after being an asshole. And, oh my
Yes.
God, do not.
I know they want to strip her
Yeah.
of her dignity. That's what they want to do every time to any woman. What they want to do is they want to strip her of their dignity and her hard work and what she has created for who she is. You have to sit. You have to be a certain. You have to stick between these two pieces right here. And if you do not, we will make you feel like you should.
Yeah. And yet there's Melania. She can barely move her face. She's like, oh, Donald, and fuck Christmas, and
yes.
Like,
wait a minute.
Oh,
hang in there.
Oh, Budge.
Budge.
You know that from the movie? That's all that fun, guys. That's all. Sorry, I apologize.
So we have another question that says, Sheila, could we find out what Putin has planned regarding the USA? What does Putin have planned
regarding the USA?
Yep.
I did a reading on Putin many moons ago, and I did the Lenormands on him, and I got illness on him. So I definitely think that his future is going to be one of great pain physically.
Darn, some more poetic justice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. But they love their leader. Like, they adore him over there. They think he's their middle class is financially better off than our middle class. Like, there's a lot there. Right?
There is.
Yeah.
No, I just my shuffling gets really, really loud. When I play on the playback, I can hear it, and I'm like, oh. So
I shuffle.
It's just our thingamajiggers are right here, right? So when you shuffle, we're right at our mics. We shuffle right at our mics. Okay, let's see what Putin has in mind for teamwork.
Tootie.
Oh.
I got Biden shows up.
He congratulated Biden.
Yeah, but this is exactly what the three cards that I just threw down. I got teamwork, Biden, and then the magician. Like, he's going to pretend like he's going to work with him, but he's going to balance of forces, truce, and stalemates, and like he's going to be able to now I have leaving the past behind, seeking deeper meaning. Maybe Putin is not going to be there long enough to do what he wants. He's not going to be there long enough to do what he wants. All right, go for it. What do you got?
All my cards are upside down. Except one.
Yeah.
The one card that's right side up is the devil.
The devil.
So it's kind of nuts. I'm not He's still going to be a factor. He's still influential, but I mean, all his cards are upside down.
Yeah.
Like the magician that I just got. Like it's somebody's phone is up again.
His star is upside down.
I got
Final
the star
outcome.
upside down too. I start off with the 3 of Swords, but it's reversed and it's crossed by the 9 of Wands. So this is self-deception. I think the man is ill. I don't think he's admitting to his illness. I think he's keeping it quiet. And at the center of it, he's trying to cause chaos. If he's ill, he's a worse enemy than if he was healthy. Because when you're ill and your time is limited, then you have no barriers. There's nothing. What is he going to do? What's he going to get in trouble for? So I do feel, especially now, this being crossing him and they've got the bandage, I think he's ill. I think he's doing the seeds of chaos, whatever he can do in the U.S., because he's obviously going to, his big thing is to create the huge Russia. He wants the Russian Empire. So he's not going to let it die with him. He wants somebody to take over for him. I got the Page of Cups. So there's going to be a fake friendliness towards Biden, this fake kind of like, congratulations, we're happy to work with you. But then I got the Star reversed. So in the future, whatever hopes he had, I think it's going to be cut off, because then I've got the 5 of Cups being left out, illness, loss. And I think that because this is, 2 people kind of going off on their own, I think once he gets ill to the point where he doesn't want people to see him, like Kim Jong-un, they'll just put in, doubles. They'll pretend. They'll keep him on paper as the king, even when he's, he could be dead, and they'll still do it because there's a plan here. And there's one chaotic one that they've already got started, and it's in the U.S. It's already done. There's players there that are in the government that people don't even know about yet, because they've been there like almost from like their whole lives. So there is stuff, there's chaos. He's done stuff. His health is not gonna, for him, himself, not his party, not his Russia, but himself, he's got some troubling times coming personally.
Yeah, that's what I got. It doesn't sound like he's going to be here. Bless you. He's going to be here long enough. All right, so I just have to tell you guys, we've been at it for about an hour and 20 minutes. Do we want to go on, or do we want to hit?
We're staying here for the next 5 hours.
Is it payday? Sorry.
Kidding.
So do you guys, if you guys want to kind of head into maybe looking at the 45, asking will Trump go to jail found for treason? Everybody wants to put some handcuffs on that boy.
Yeah.
We all know. We all want it too.
We do. Desperately.
We want him to just go down. But that's another slippery slope. But what we can do is read on 45 and be our last one, and let's do it.
Alrighty.
Let's see what's going on with 45, because my doggy is now, she's like, what are we doing? Why are we still hip?
Yeah.
Nobody's reading, so here we go. Come on,
It's
Raven.
not dinner time.
Come on. No,
I'm reading.
So the card that I got was.
Come on, Raven. Come on. Oh, there you go.
Oh, look at that.
There's my Raven.
Hello.
There's my Raven. Okay, she gone.
Oh, lordy lord.
All right, 45. What do you got? What do you got, Nina?
King of Cups. He's reversed. He's corruption, illusion, delusion. This man is mentally, physically, spiritually, you name it. He's sick. He's gonna get exposed, but it's almost like he's joyful under it. The emperor is still standing, unfortunately. I see a lot of financial losses here. They got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. I've got the Two of Pentacles. So there's going to be money wars. There's going to be money issues. But you know, he's kind of looking at this saying, okay, which way do I want to go? He's got options. The Wheel of Fortune, fate will take care of him. I just don't see any handcuffs. I apologize profusely. Is he going to be having a hard time of it? You betcha. But is he that self-centered and egotistical to think that he's God's gift to the world? Yep. And is he going to be singing his own praises till he dies? Yep. It's just the reality of the man. It's like he's the manifesting devil and he can just do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I hope we read future and I say, oh my God, yes, he's going to be going to jail, but I just don't see it right now. Sorry.
I know. Go ahead, Danny.
I got the same. I got really the same thing. The last card I got was the Sun card. I got that there's going to be some legal issues with his family and his group, but they're going to slide it and they're going to get out of it.
I do think some of his family might be in. I think his family will. I think the family's going to be handcuffed. Trump himself, no, but family, I agree with you. He'll get in trouble. They'll get in trouble.
Yeah, they're looking at it, but I think Trump is going to escape that thing because he'll throw his kids under the bus no matter.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
He does have some money issues with this Six of Coins, and in this deck, it's just the money's all tied up and wrapped up, and that also tells me all about the networking that he has with, and that's going to be exposed. So it's not like this Sun card. It's all like sunshine and playing around. It's going to be real difficult for him because he's got this Ace of Wands, this double-edged Ace of Wands right next to the Sun card, right next to his money. So a lot is going to be exposed with him. I got the Chariot and the Fool. He's moving. He's going to be, but it's just like what you were saying, Nina. In his mind, he creates things that he's just going to get away from it.
He's a manifester. Like he knows the secret.
Yeah.
You know?
He knows how to throw the black magic.
Yep, 100%.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
He doesn't use it for the good, in which let that be a lesson, right? Somebody who's throwing magic and he's not doing it for the good. Look where he's ending up. We're watching it publicly. How a person who does these sort of things and how what's happening when they end up. So I hear that echo again.
Are we gonna? You got to finish your read.
Yep, mine's gonna be really quick. I got the King of Swords, which represents 45. I did the 4 on top and 4 what supports them on the bottom. So what on the top was in defending his territory. He's defending his presidency. I got the 6 of Cups, which is 6 of Swords. Sorry, the 6 of Sword, traveling, moving away. I also got the 6 of Cups, which is childhood memories. Like he's, all of his past hurts and all of his childhood hurts are just right now so on him so badly.
Yeah.
But underneath the king here, the King of Swords is the 5 of Pentacles, which is the poverty.
Yeah.
And then we also have the underneath the defending his territory is heartbreak. So we also have inverted the Ace of Wands, which is right underneath the 6 of Swords, where he's moving on, which is anger, revenge, guilt. And then what was underneath his childhood memories is the Queen of Wands inverted, which is the demanding, the jealousy, the vengeful, the aggression, the argument, everything, the sabotage. So he's literally in the worst mindset he's probably ever been in his life. He's had, it's almost like it's something he has given a shot of the most power he's ever had in his life, and now he's losing the most power he's ever had in his life. And we're watching this crazy man just literally go bonkers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and we don't need cards to tell us that, though, right?
No.
All right,
So we'll
everyone. We go
pull
ahead.
a card for
Let's do
everybody?
it. Absolutely. I even
Pull a
found
card.
in my cleaning, I had to clean out one of my closets. I found these old cards. You guys ever heard of these cards? I mean, these are probably like 10 years old, if not more.
The
Doreen.
healing. Oh, yes. I like those
Yeah,
cards.
they're really, really old. Maybe more than like 20 years old, if I think.
Yeah.
Let me see if they have a... But I thought to myself, Sheila, if you would just clean out all of your nooks and crannies, 1999. That's the year
Cool.
of it. So it's like almost 21 years old, 1999.
Wow.
Is when I got how old they are. It's like if I probably would find a whole heck of a lot more cards. I had that habit where I would get a new card and we'd move because we're military. So it would be placed here and there and packed here and there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't tell a man that I need this all in one spot. At some point in time, at the end of the process, you're like, just pack it. Let's go. All right, so let's pull a card from that.
I'll go.
Yeah, whoever's got theirs, go for it.
I got mine. I got the moon reversed, which I think is an awesome message. This is the message of realizing that for every positive there's a negative, for every happiness there's a sadness, and the universe has a beautiful way of equalizing and equal outing anything that's coming our way. So if you're fearful about Trump not getting his due process, if you're worried about people getting away with crimes against humanity, the universe is letting you know, but with the moon inverted, that hey, for everything there's a balance, for every happiness there's a sadness. So even if you don't see the balance, if you don't see it, it's happening. The universe will do it karmically. It will happen in this time, the next lifetime. We build up these experiences and we bring them into the next, our next lifetime. Just like Danny and Sheila and I'm sure our spirits were together. We've been in that group before. We were meant to come across each other. I mean, how else do you explain Alberta to Texas to, you know what I mean? Like wherever y'all are, but
Colorado and California. Yeah, we got the yeah.
Right? So
Yep.
it's that understanding that no matter what life is bringing us, underneath it all, the universe has this perfect plan, and that we have the free will, but the plan's in place to take care of us. So don't worry about it, guys. It's all going to come to pass, and they will pay their dues. As we all do. Be nice, be kind.
Completely agree. I'll go ahead and go, and then we'll leave off with Danny.
Okay.
Danny in the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah,
in the bathroom.
Hang on.
So what I pulled 4 cards, the power. So how do we get the power back into our lives with answered prayers? That's how we get the power back into our. However, it doesn't matter. Manifestation is a prayer. Everything really is a prayer. Whatever you put out into the universe, just make sure it's high vibrating, and the divine guidance is also going to come around. And one of the biggest things that we're going to need in this whole situation is forgiveness. We really have to start having a forgiving heart and start forgiving all of these things, because we cannot carry the hate and not necessarily hate, but the anger and the frustration and everything that's happened into their new world. We have to leave it behind where it needs to be. And so we just need to start practicing a whole lot of forgiveness once Biden is in. It's not like forgiving 45 for what he did means that he gets a pass. It just means that we don't carry around his poison that he has placed in us through his actions. So when we start forgiving, we just let that go and say, hey, you know what? Universe knows what they're going to do. God knows whoever you believe in is going to take care of that situation. We don't have to. We're just going to have to go forward and get back to our lives that we've been missing so long.
Yes.
All right, go for it.
Good
Danny.
one. Good one. I am using, my brother gave me, I don't even know how to say it, but they're compassion cards.
I like that.
Yeah, we need that. So what we have, the card that I got, let me see if I can show it. Be grateful to everyone. And now on the back, it's got a whole bunch of stuff on it. So it says, others will always show you exactly where you are stuck. They say or do something and you automatically get hooked into a familiar way of reacting, shutting down, speeding up, or getting all worked up. When you react in the habitual way with anger, greed, and so forth, it gives you a chance to see your patterns and work with them honestly and compassionately. Without others provoking you, you remain ignorant of your painful habits and cannot train in transforming them into a path of awakening.
Ooh,
Awesome.
Wow.
that's profound. That's pretty darn good there.
Wow.
Well, that's like the dislikes are just as important as the likes sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Right?
I've been getting more dislikes. It's not like I would get like 12,000, 1,200, 12,000. Yeah. Like 1,200
Projecting.
likes. Yeah. No. Well, yes, projecting 12,000 likes. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And then I used to only get like 7 or 8 thumbs down. Now I'm getting like 20. I'm like, has Trump's people been watching me?
I can't. I gotta let all that go and just put my head down, do my reading, and those who find me, they'll find me.
Yeah.
And those who I can't,
I
can't. It's too stressful to be dealing with how are people. Because I can only be me. That's all I got.
Yep.
Like I just don't
Right.
have anything else, right?
Ironically, the thumbs down have never bothered me.
No.
I don't know why, but I just chalk it up on like 1,200 likes up and 20 down. I think my odds are good, right?
Yeah.
Because they've never ever have bothered me. It's like they
Yeah.
play into the whole thing either. We get credit for all interactions. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
If you
But still,
stop by,
guys,
have
give
the
us a
energy.
thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, we need the thumbs up. Get this out into the ether. Absolutely.
And join
All
us
right,
on our
everyone.
channels.
Yeah, somebody said haters are going to be haters. And they,
Yeah.
They got to do what they got to do.
Shake it
Yep.
up.
Oh, and you're beautiful singing, Miss I
God.
Don't Sing.
That's Irish Newfoundland music. That's
Beautiful voice, honey.
Mhm.
Beautiful. I
And
really enjoyed that.
I want to thank you all for not saying, let's sing right when we start off. Thank you so much for that.
Maybe next time.
I
Okay,
got surprised the last time.
so next Friday is actually Christmas Day. Right?
Yes.
So Christmas Eve will be over with.
Yes.
Christmas opening presents in the morning will be all over. So we're going to go Christmas Day in the evening. And we're going to have Whimsy with
Hey,
us.
woohoo!
Yes.
Thank you. My brain just
we'll
went.
have to indoctrinate her into our grouping. Teach her how
Yes,
to
Awesome.
absolutely.
That's great.
She's fantastic.
Unbelievable.
So we're very,
And
very excited.
She reads in a bathrobe too.
She does. She's exactly like, she breathes in her bathroom, but she and Nina impresses me with her reading as well. You guys like read tarot cards like a champ. You know what I mean? These guys, I'm like, woo.
Yeah. Yeah. It's another level. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Danny, you're excellent too. I'm not saying that anybody doesn't. I'm just saying
Didn't
we're
take
all
it that
just
way.
down.
Didn't
Okay,
take
good,
it that
good,
way.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And we fed off each other awesomely. So that's perfect. I love our energy, our flow. We definitely,
Yay.
you know what I mean? We work together, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's what it's all about. The collective energy coming together and so awesome.
Yeah, it does bring depth and weight to my readings when I am reading with somebody else. Absolutely.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I agree.
All right, everyone. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much. Thank you for all
Thank
the
you,
chats.
guys. Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
All of the moderators, they are just fantastic. They show up for us all the time. And,
Hi, Jeannie Beanie, in case you were on and I didn't see you.
Yes.
That's just a little private,
Jeannie Beanie, as you said?
Yeah. Yes. She'll die.
Okay.
All right.
We'll just.
It's all good.
All righty. Bye,
All right.
everyone.
Bye,
Good
Okay,
night.
bye everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Everybody smile nicely, because that is the ending picture. So
you. The
smile
ending
nicely.
picture.
Ending. Yes, smile.